Yep.
Holy cow. Holy cow. It's Sherm, and he's back.
Where am I?
You're back
Where
to
am
the
I?
show, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, as is to Sherm. Welcome back to Two Guys and a Beer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode, and this one should be hot fire. Oh, well, that sizzles it out, but yeah. There goes the fire. Call him the fireman. Wheezy, baby.
God. Sweet.
Oh, man. God.
All right, I'm leaving again. Bye, guys.
Yeah, see you later. Go back on another vacation. Man, and what a vacation it was, I heard. How was the vacation you took, Sherm?
You're talking about Tennessee?
Yeah.
Tennessee was straight. It was cold. God, it was cold.
I could only imagine. It was cold down here in Florida for a little bit.
So like, short recap on the beginning of that trip. We left on a early Friday morning.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, I woke up at about noon to start my day.
Right. Okay.
I went to work that night. After work, I was like wide awake. So I was like, and I had to get up early Thursday to get a bunch of stuff done to leave.
Right.
So I was like, oh God, it's like, I'm going to go to bed like early, right after work, 11:15, I'm getting in bed. Mm-hmm. I look at my phone and it's like 3:30. So I'm like, if I go to bed now, I'm not going to wake up in time to go do what I needed to do.
Nope, absolutely.
I had to go do some car stuff, get a haircut, go pick up buddy at noon. Mm-hmm. And then we were going to wait at another buddy's house to leave. So I was just like, I'm staying up. So I stay up all night Wednesday night.
Oh.
So now it's Thursday. I go do everything I need to do. Go pick up my buddy. We go back to our other friend's house. And I was like, I still had to work that night. But I was just going to work from his house. So then work all night. And now it's midnight. So now I'm up for 36 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm thinking, okay, I'm off work. We were going to take a nap and then leave at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
They're like, let's leave now.
Oh, that's always
so
a good
it's like
change of plans.
1 o'clock, we haul out. So I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm literally like at 37 hours, no sleep. We get in the truck. I can't just like instantly go to sleep in the truck, number one, because like, I just can't. And number two, I'm the only one riding with Stallou. So I was like, that's a terrible co-pilot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's 1 a.m. He's tired. I'm exhausted. But I'm like, I just have to stay awake. Yep. I literally stayed up until about 8 in the morning and like passed out. Well, 35 minutes later, we stopped at a rest stop and they woke me up. So long story short, we get to Tennessee at like 9:30
a.m.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm running on literally 35 minutes of sleep.
Yeah.
And then we hit the day in Pigeon Forge. And I was like, I'm going to crash. So then we just start drinking. Like, that's a good idea, right? I'm exhausted.
Not sleeping and drinking.
I'm exhausted. Yeah, that's like a cheat code. That's a cheat code. And then we run it all the way through. So, like, I ended up being up for like almost 60 hours before I finally went to sleep.
Good God.
Yeah, it was rough.
You're a champ.
It was rough.
My little body could not handle that. I'd be begging for sleep.
I finally laid down.
What probably killed, too, was that time change.
There wasn't one.
I'm pretty... You sure?
Yeah. No time change.
I'm pretty sure it's like an hour behind. Unless I went... Because I know I've driven to Tennessee.
Maybe certain parts.
All the way up in the corner. Almost like we could cross the border of Kansas in like...
Oh, see, minutes. Yeah, we weren't. I guess we just weren't up that deep. We didn't have a time change.
Because I know whenever I drove that through the night, it was like we left at like 9, and time changed, and we were said we were gonna get there at like 9, and we got there at like 7. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, I don't like time changes, but we didn't hit one going there. But yeah, that was. I remember like laying in bed, and like now I'm at such a delirious point that I'm like, I'm never gonna sleep again, mentally. And like even when I laid down finally, I was like, I can't sleep.
I'm awake.
I was like, this is not good. Like I'm just gonna stay up forever. I'm just not gonna sleep until I die. But ended up passing out, and then got woken up like 4 hours later. So
to party.
Yeah.
Turn up.
Not even.
So you went on like a little bobsled train or something like that. What was that like?
It
Mountain Coast or something like that?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah?
These are the most sketchy invention. Some, like, carnival junkie that got mislocated in Tennessee.
Oh, God.
He thought these things up.
Put something together with a bunch of bolts screws. Said, yeah, that'll work.
Exactly. And, like, a few loose sleds. And it's just, like you get in this thing, and it's like, you said, like a bobsled. And it, like, just pulls you up a mountain. And they're like, all right, push it down to go and pull it back towards you to stop. I'm like, wait, what?
That's it?
Yeah, like, what? And, like, there's people, like, you're in your own thing. So, like, you're telling me that I could really just wide open, but somebody else could be, like, halfway down the mountain, like, stop and going, and I'm just going to boom, ram into no shot.
Good night.
So I was like, these are sketchy. So what did we do? Ride, like, 4 of them.
I was going to say, I rode good times. That sounds like a good party to me.
We rode it one time in the morning, and then, like, coming back to the cabin that night, like, we saw it all lit up. Like in the dark, and we're like,
that's pretty sick.
that's kind of tight. Get on. We got on it again.
Oh, that's all. Any other y'all hit the bars?
Not really. Went to Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg and just kind of BS around. We did that sledding thing that, like, it's like a man-made mountain that has ice and snow on it. And gets, like, on a conveyor belt and takes you to the top, and then you just slide back down it a bunch of times.
Oh, that sounds, yeah.
Pretty tight.
That's pretty tight.
But, yeah, it was a good time.
Sounds like y'all had a great party out there.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And speaking of party, it's got me quenching my thirst. I think we'll hop into the beer of the day today, huh?
I feel a little hazy about it.
I'm feeling a little hazy. Let's get a little thing right. Let's get hazy, but today we got Sierra Nevada Little Haze IPA. I have absolutely no idea.
Hazy little thing.
But we're about to get hazy.
You know what their number one motto in the mountains is?
What's that?
Is
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. I just
Hey, that's smart though.
That smells like
not good.
Devil's lettuce.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I mean, I guess we'll find out.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, interesting. Definitely quenched my thirst. I need to focus over here. The camera's over here now.
I know. Different angle.
I was looking.
New year, new angle.
New year, new angle. Figuring things out here. I'm still trying to focus my eyes. Okay, so we're here now.
Yeah. This is the first episode. This is the first episode back after the New Year's episode. Huh?
Yeah, no. I'm happy to have you back. Shouts out to Mike, filling in for Sherm while he was gone and also being a special guest. Just want to get that out there. Don't want to make it seem like, we were dying to have Sherm back. Of course, we love Sherm on the show and having him. But it was nice to have Mike as the fill-in. So, Again, shout out. Appreciate you coming on. Had a blast on the show.
It was a good episode if you guys haven't checked it out.
Yeah, y'all definitely.
It was kind of weird being on the other end.
Yeah.
Like when I was editing it, I was just like watching it, and I was just like, God, it's just funny as hell.
That just tells you right there that you need to watch, share, and laugh with your friends.
You'll definitely laugh.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah, make sure you guys check out that one.
But
that was a good one.
We'll definitely probably have him back on the show eventually.
Oh, yeah, for real.
But with you back on the show, we got to move on and let's talk about something we didn't get to talk about while you were gone. I wanted to save this for you because this is your big moment here. This is your time that you've been waiting to shine on. I know it's been irking your nerves for a little while, and it's still irking your nerves, but I know you want to get this off your chest. I'm sure our fans and some, close friends are ready to hear this rant.
Oh, God.
And exactly, you know where I'm getting. And unfortunately, the Colts didn't pull out the win that game either, so that just made it 10 times worse. Ladies and gentlemen, we were supposed to go to the Colts and Jags game. We were going to perform it live, but unfortunately, Ticketmaster screwed everything up.
I want to start this off by saying Ticketmaster can suck my wiener.
And there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Sherm's Ticketmaster rant.
Let me give you just let me give you a short synopsis of how this played out. So, the game was on January it was like the week or two after New Year's. I think it was like the 11th, maybe the 13th, the 9th.
9th.
No,
it was the 9th.
Was it?
Yep. No, we didn't beat. Yeah. So the 9th.
It was the 9th.
The 9th when we destroyed your chances of going.
So Sunday, January 9th was Yeah. So on the week
It was the 31st of December.
the weekend of New Year's, I had purchased the tickets on Ticketmaster for what? One, two, how many people? Six people. Two, four, yeah, six. 6 tickets to go to the Jaguars and Colts games on Ticketmaster. They were those, whatever you call them, tickets, resale tickets, which are through Ticketmaster, mind you. It's not like I went on like freaking or Marketplace and bought these tickets from somebody. I bought them on the Ticketmaster website. So that was, I'm pretty sure it was on the 31st, like Friday morning. I bought them and have a confirmation, everything like that. Boom. So the next week comes up and I'm like, okay, well, the game's coming up like in a few days. Like, let me, like Wednesday, I'm like, I still don't have tickets.
Right.
Like, they're showing that I bought them, but they're not showing me a barcode yet.
Yep.
So I was like, let me call them and like see what's going on. Boom. Call them. Hey, my tickets aren't showing up. Okay, well, usually it's about like 48 hours before your event, and you'll get the barcode. Okay, boom. I've heard that before. Bet. Bomb. 48 hours before comes up, still no barcode. About 30-ish hours before, still no barcode. So I call them. Boom. Bomb. Hey, still ain't got no barcode. There's 6 of these tickets. Like, let a brother get a barcode.
Bing bong.
Well, sometimes you don't get the barcode until about 24 hours prior to the event.
So now we're just getting
boom,
fed.
bomb. Yeah. I'm getting marinated right now by Ticketmaster.
Sugarcoat.
They are the imposter acting sus, and I am just eating it up, crewmate.
Oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm believing it. And they're like 24 hours for the event, you'll have a ticket. So I'm bomb, bing bong. Cool. Night before, like afternoon, early evening-ish before. Still no tickets.
Nada.
Call him again. Bomb, bomb. Don't answer. Sweet.
Doug.
Call him again.
Carol's on the line now.
Yeah. And then I answer. Hey, look, I don't have a barcode. My event's tomorrow. I'm not going to go without the barcode. I'm just not, because I'm not going to pay to park, get out there, all that traveling out there. I'm not doing that if I'm not going to have a ticket.
Right.
Okay, well, I promise, I'm gonna put this thing in, whatever, escalate it to my team, like management, whatever. That dude marinated the shit out of me, because he's like, oh, I promise you'll have them. He's like, there's a 95% chance you'll have them like tonight, if not first thing in the morning. He gave me a confirmation number about the escalation and everything. So I'm like, okay, this guy is about his shit. Doing. So then that was the night y'all came over, and we're beam bong, chilling and hanging out. I'm like constantly checking, boom, boom, nothing. So we wake up at like 7 or 8.
Early.
And still nothing. So now it's 8:30 and I'm calling and I'm on hold. Boom, boom, boom. It's like 10 o'clock. I finally get a hold of somebody. Well, sometimes there's a glitch, blah blah. They're like, one ticket's messed up, so it messed up your whole order. But don't worry, I'm gonna get it fixed. And I was like, get it fixed, bro. It's 10 o'clock. Like it's pretty much chalked at this point.
Yeah, we should have been down there ready to go.
Yeah, I would already be tailgating at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
For a 1 o'clock game. So they're like, oh, don't worry, well, we'll be able to get you a refund if it doesn't work. And so I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. So then I hang up. Still nothing. And then about 11 o'clock, we called it. Like, we were just we chalked it up. Yeah, we're just going to hang out here and drink and watch the game. Then at 12:15, the tickets pop up in my app. 12:15. I refresh. It might. I mean, who knows? I was checking it the whole time, so it had to have been somewhere between 11:45 and 12:15 that they uploaded it, because I'm still steady checking. Boom, 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 and they pop up at 12:15. Well, that's just chalked.
Yeah. Now we understand that some of you may have went, but that's still just not enough time for a group of us that were ready to party before the game, get to tailgate, be there,
I'm not going.
Yeah, exactly. At 12:15
to run through the front
chalk.
gate and miss
traffic.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
It's Jacksonville. It's traffic downtown.
Probably wouldn't have even gotten in the stadium until almost halftime.
Exactly. So there's no point in going there at that time.
Because y'all are gone to I'm not doing that's bullshit. I paid full price for these tickets over a week before.
I think it was like a week and a half.
So you're telling me? So then I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna. The dude said I can get a refund. I can get a refund and shock it, and then I'll just eat it, whatever. So watch the game, go to put in for a refund like the next day, and they're like, "You're not getting a refund." Mm-mm. They said we provided your tickets prior to the event,
and we all called that company.
I said, "Are you fucking serious?" So then I'm like sending emails back and forth, and they're like, "We're not giving you a refund." I said, "Well, then give me legal contact information because this is bullshit."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's there's no way that you can get away with that." And they kept playing this whole like resale ticket thing, like they didn't fucking sell it to me.
That's crazy.
They act like I found some hobo on the street and he got Ticketmaster tickets and then transferred. No, I bought them from y'all.
The Ticketmaster website.
So
or the app. Regardless,
literally the website. I paid my bank account. Sure as fuck says Ticketmaster on the charge. Mm-hmm. So, and then they're like, "Well, we provided the tickets prior, and the event still happened. So, and it didn't offer any refunds."
That's insane.
So I'm still in an email battle with these people because it's just crap. Yeah. It's crap. I will never.
Yeah, listen,
ever.
If you work for Ticketmaster, just know.
If you work for Ticketmaster, come meet me and throw hands because you guys are a corrupt company, a shit-owned and operated company, and you deserve to get these hands.
Sherm's ready, so just meet him. You know what to do.
And if you know where Ticketmaster is located, if there's anything here, let me know. Let a brother
put
know.
In the comments.
But I will never, ever, 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 even if freaking, I don't even know like what would like make me buy tickets from Ticketmaster ever again, but I won't.
Yeah, it'd have to be a far stretch.
If Michael Jackson came back to life and threw a concert in Jacksonville and the only people selling Ticketmaster, I guess I'm watching it on the internet later.
That's right.
Because I'm not giving Ticketmaster, even if Ticketmaster is like the main sponsor for an event, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to support that bullshit corrupt company ever again. They are shit, and I hope they know that. They don't care. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't give a shit about one person, but it's just like that's the issue is that they don't care. Mm-hmm. They don't give a shit. Fuck them.
Customer service rating 0.
0 out of 10 recommend. The only thing I'm going to say is fuck you, Ticketmaster.
And that's Sherman's Yelp review. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening.
Use StubHub.
Use StubHub for all your ticket trading. This is not an ad. This is a suggestion and an opinion.
This is not an ad. This is life advice. If you want your experience to go smoothly, don't use Ticketmaster.
Exactly. And you want your tickets on time.
That was my biggest thing.
Or Eventbrite.
Like, how the fuck are you going to make me pay for these tickets and not immediately give them to me?
Yeah, exactly.
And the best part is that if I didn't look at those tickets and see that there was no barcode, nobody would have ever known.
Yeah, who's to say we would have gotten there and just not worried about it, then gotten there and then not have the ticket.
And they messed up. They had a glitch, whatever, bullshit. And then they're still going to tell me I can't? Nah, fam.
Yeah, because didn't one of our other buddies have the same issue happen? And they got his ticket figured out in, what, like a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even. The best part is that he didn't call until the night before.
No way.
When I called the night before, I told him, I was like, hey, you want to call? Because they said this, there's a glitch. He called. He had his tickets like at 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
Oh, my God.
And he called after me.
Yeah, see, there's some glitch issues going on in someone's head.
And I'm calling on the phone, and I'm like, listen, bro, like, do it right now. Like, fix it right now. Like, I'll sit on the phone. I'll wait on hold. I don't care. Fix it now. Yeah. Why are you, like, giving me a confirmation number and saying you're going to... Just fucking fix it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
The event's happening, like, the day... Like, it's today now.
Yeah. Like, it's... Like, when I was on the phone with them the night before, I'm like, just fix it. Quit with all the, like, oh, we'll call you back. No, the fuck you won't. Mm-mm. It took an act of fucking philosophical genius to find their phone number. Y'all aren't calling me back.
Nope. They're discreet for a
Fuck
reason.
Ticketmaster. That's all I got about that.
And speaking of Ticketmaster, I went on there and looked at some of the prices for like the Super Bowl. Bro, nosebleeds for like $6K.
I hope that somebody like hacks Ticketmaster.
That's probably why the nosebleeds are like $6K.
Good.
I seen sideline tickets for like $21,000 too.
You'd think they would have been a little humble, like after COVID, and like they literally didn't have a business. Mm-hmm. Nope, they still don't give a shit about people.
They're still overcharging, taking money. But man, if I had the money to go to Super Bowl though, I'd probably go. If my team was going, I'd pay that kind of money.
Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of like one of those if I had the money and like my team was going.
So, I mean, like it's the Jags,
but I would have to have like the money to like, or like the means to like be in a box.
Like box seats?
Yeah, like I'm not going and sitting like in general admission.
Why not?
There's so many people there. I don't know. It's tough. Yeah. I mean, like I definitely will. Like if someone was like, "Here's a free ticket," like I'll make it work. Yeah. But there are so many people at the Super Bowl.
But I mean, yeah, you're right. But then it's like a lot of those people. I don't know. I feel like the environment would just be wild inside. Because I know, like, whenever I was going to festivals a lot, I always talked about getting VIP and being above the crowd and, like, looking at the stage that way. But, like, the people inside the environment and, like, you know, being next to somebody who's enjoying the moment just as much as you are. So, as a Jags fan, going that one time that we'd probably go in, like, 20, 30 centuries, would be great to go because the environment would be amazing.
I think it would very much depend on where it was too.
And I mean, now being Cincinnati, what was it, 41 years since they've ever won a playoff game?
No.
I thought that's what it was.
40.
Yeah, it was like 40, 41.
The only stat I remember about like the time that has passed since they've won a playoff game is that texting wasn't invented the last time they won a playoff game.
God.
Like text messaging wasn't a thing last time they won. Because
that's wild.
The stat was like that I read was like nobody's ever sent a text message about the Bengals winning a playoff game because it wasn't around. That's crazy.
That is insane.
That's nuts.
So I mean, like, I would assume a lot of Bengals. Oh, I mean, it's in LA, so
I don't know though. Bengals fans are like they're really diehard. I mean, they're
Who Dey?
Yeah, Who Dey Nation is
Who Dey Nation.
So. And like, so I feel like a lot of them are gonna like. I think they're gonna show out. You know what I mean? Like you have different fan bases in the NFL that are just kind of like, there. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean Duval's definitely up there.
But then you have fan bases like the Bills Mafia,
and like Raider Nation,
12th Man, and stuff that show out. At games, and like I feel like there's some of them, and especially with the time that's passed since the Bengals have been in the playoffs, let alone a Super Bowl.
It's gonna be
you know what I mean? Like they're gonna show out.
Show up and show out, and just like Joe Burrow's been kind of doing.
Joe Shiesty.
Been icy, huh? He's been kind of icy on the field there, man.
See, I'm in a tough spot because it's like I mean I don't have a dog in the hunt, so I don't really care who wins. You know what I mean? But like on one hand, I want to see Matt Stafford win one because he was a Bulldog, and I think he's been in the league for a long time and just surrounded by absolute dog water.
Yeah.
And now he's on a team where he is showing out.
Yeah, which is good for him.
Yeah, it is. And I think, on that leg, I want him to win. But at the same time, Joe Shiesty.
He's just been...
It's an absolute...
Jamar Chase, bro.
Yeah, that's...
Dude. They got a package. They definitely got a package deal over there at Cincinnati. Along with T. Higgins kind of sitting in the background, just kind of being a shadow player.
Yeah.
I mean, not to put him down as, like, he's, like, gone to, like, a wide receiver 3, but, like... No one's been looking at him as much as they've been covering Jamar Chase recently, and that's also the big hype from what I'm seeing is Jamar Chase versus my boy Jalen Ramsey.
I don't think Cincinnati's offense is going to have a hard time. I mean, as long as they can like expose that long ball like Tampa almost did on LA.
Yeah.
I really think it's going to be up to Cincinnati's defense holding the LA defense.
I also think it's going to be up to Cincinnati's line, too. O-line.
Yeah.
Because you got Aaron Donald coming up along with Von Miller.
Yeah. I mean, that's the front. Attack. But like I said, if they can like get some of those like mid-range and long balls out, I think that they won't have an issue scoring, I don't think. But I would hope that if they want to win, their defense is gonna have to step up.
Yeah, because Matthew Stafford and then Odell on the other side.
The Rams are literally like the most superstar studded team in the NFL right now.
It's getting out there.
What did we say at the beginning of the year? And it's on the podcast. And who was it? Was it Steven that called me crazy?
I can't remember.
That the Rams were going to the fucking Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, yeah. It might have been Steven
because I said that same thing that is the most star-studded team. It was when Von Miller went.
Yep.
And I said there's no reason that they shouldn't be in the Super Bowl this year.
Well, look at you, star-studded man.
They're all. So
then here's the big question. Who's coming out with the dub?
I mean, if I had to sit here and evaluate every aspect of that game that like my little brain can handle, off strictly like performance in big time clutch, it's gonna be the Rams because they've got. I think they're more dominant on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little less on offense, but I just feel like their defense is just.
Yeah, because Joe Mixon also is another kind of like.
I know.
Like little undercover.
So I think I don't know. It could go either way, but I'm just gonna say the Rams. I would like to see Cincinnati and Joe Burrow win one, but at the same time, I think the Rams.
Say it's so hard. I'm seeing so many posts of like, we want both players to win because everybody wants Joe Burrow to win and everybody wants Matthew Stafford to win because Stafford deserves it.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to see Joe Burrow pull off history of winning a national champion, a Heisman, and the Super Bowl. No one's ever done it. So I think that would be really gnarly. And I think with the talent he has on his side, he could possibly do it.
And that's my other thing is that even if they lose this Super Bowl, they are still one of the like top 3 dominant teams in the AFC.
Yeah. And
I don't think that they'll have an issue coming back next year and potentially making a run for it again.
Absolutely not. I think Cincinnati's up and coming and
so
kind of gonna be.
This is the new era, bro. And like
young
quarterbacks. It really hit me when we were coming back after the what was it, the Bills Chiefs game and that week of football.
Yeah.
Coming back after Tom Brady lost. It really like hit me. It's just like we're like transitioning from the era of like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, like all those people that we watched growing up. We're transitioning out into a new Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray,
Mac Jones,
Trevor Lawrence. You know what I mean?
Burrow.
Like it's just a whole new era of just absolute
gunners,
bro.
Just kids on heaters now.
And another thing we were talking about was how dominant the AFC is about to be for the next like 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
Like you look at like the NFC and like what do you see? Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert,
Joe Burrow, right?
No, he's in the AFC.
That's what you're saying.
No, I said the NFC.
Oh, the NFC. I heard A. My fault. But yes, the NFC. You got Kyler Murray. You got Justin Herbert. You got not Mac Jones. Lamar Jackson's
in the AFC.
AFC.
That's what I'm getting at. Like,
yeah,
there's really not a whole lot
going. The NFC probably the next couple of years 100%. Until someone pulls something out of there.
100%. I guess like everybody's like got this whole thing about like Kyle Trask. I don't know if Kyle Trask will even see playing time next year, but they think that he's going to be like the second coming.
Yeah, no, I don't see that happening. Not the second coming Tebow. They can watch that.
No, the second coming of like Tom Brady.
All right, that's what I meant. Tom Brady. I don't know why you even said
Tebow. No shot.
Yeah, no. If anybody's gonna take them shoes, I think it's gonna be Mac Jones.
It's that boy Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. You think Josh Allen's gonna fill Tom Brady's shoes?
I don't know. He's raw.
Josh Allen's got to get a Super Bowl ring.
He will. I think he will.
But, I mean, eventually, I would assume he would, but I think it's gonna be tough. I mean, like we were talking about, it's gonna be tough the next couple of years just because the talent in the AFC is just. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the AFC conference games will be like more interesting than the Super Bowl.
That's like the Super Bowl. You might as well put the AFC in the Super Bowl. Like, good Lord. But I mean,
we need a fucking quarterback.
I loved it too because just all the games for the AFC playoffs were just so close and down to the grit and grind, and that's overtime rules need to change. Both teams need a chance. Both defense need to stop. I don't care if it takes 4 different overtimes.
It's not that difficult in my eyes.
No, it's not. A defense can stop an offense for 4 downs regardless. But, I mean, if it comes down, it's not like they can kick the field goal if the team scores before them. So it's like they have to score it. If the team defense can't stop them 4 downs, then we're on another overtime.
And that's my thing. I've never in my life understood how a sport can end in a tie.
Yes.
Ever. Like, even soccer. Like, kick PKs until somebody hits one.
Exactly.
Like, go just shot for shot. Like, do something.
Every player on the lineup.
There's no reason that a sporting game should end in a tie.
Yep, I've never agreed with that at all.
Because
there always needs to be a winner.
Even in football, like, play like 4 quarters of overtime. Like, that's how football should be. You end regulation in a tie, and then you have a whole nother quarter.
Yeah.
And just play the quarter out.
Exactly. Yep.
Play no timeouts and play the quarter out.
Mm-hmm.
Or 1 timeout per each.
I'm with it because it would just make more sense. I mean, it gives the game more intense. It is kind of an overtime now. Nobody gets a timeout. Let it run out.
And then even if you go to like 3 overtimes and you're like, all right, like
we need to cut
like
this
clock,
out.
yeah. Start kicking back. Start kicking 6. Start at the 60 and just have your kickers kick.
Yeah, just start kicking as far as
or
they
like
can.
a head coach foot race.
Oh my God, that would be the best thing. Mascot foot race.
Something needs to end this game in a win for some team.
Exactly. And
like,
that's I mean,
and you couldn't even complain after 3 overtimes if you're still tied, and then you're like, well, it's not fair. Our coach isn't. Well, you should have fucking scored in overtime. I don't know what to tell you.
It's not there. It's not. It's. You gotta figure.
We
it
obviously
out.
had to figure something out.
Give your balls a tug. Okay. You need to figure it out, NFL, and I just
even if you shorten the quarter.
I need to throw this out there before we get too far. But the Cincinnati Bengals are probably gonna win the Super Bowl.
You think?
I think so. I think because the way the AFC's been playing out, the Bengals have had kind of tough games to get to where they're at. I mean, they had to beat the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
And then who did they have to play before that? They had to play the because the Chiefs and Bills played. So then it was Bengals and
The Titans.
Titans, which I can't say that was too much of a tough game, but
there was no better feeling than being. We were in a sports bar in Tennessee when Evan McPherson kicked that kick.
No way.
And I was just like,
Yes,
nerds.
But yeah, I think the path that the Bengals have taken, especially my biggest thing with this year too of Joe Burrow is he's showing so much of what he could have done last year if he did not tear his ACL. Who's to say they could have made this run last year? Because Joe Burrow was on a heater in my eyes whenever he came out his rookie season, and now he's. I mean, they didn't have this perfect 12 and something season and whatever, but
you don't need it.
You don't need it. Everything counts in the playoffs.
Exactly. It does. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Once you make the playoffs, it don't matter what your regular season.
You're 0-0 in the playoffs, and I think he's showing out. His team has shown out, and it looks like if there was more connection in a team other than the Bengals, you'd have to show me because I feel like that team looks like straight up family and team, and like they are really connecting on and off the field. Everybody's on everybody's back, ready to play. I just really feel like the Bengals are gonna upset the Rams. As much as I feel like Matthew Stafford deserves it, I mean, it is what it is.
Either way, I'd be happy. I mean, as long as it's a good game, which it obviously it's gonna be.
That's the biggest thing, and that's what I've been so hyped about this whole postseason is that every game has been such a
good game,
down to the grid, last minute game, and it's been great. So I'm excited and looking forward to the Super Bowl, and we hope y'all are too. And we hope y'all got some plans. Y'all need to be safe. Have a DD if you need it. Don't call me. I'll be a D. Drunk.
And don't call me. I'll be a D.
He will be a D as well.
Dumbass.
We'll be
because I'll be at work.
Oh well, I'll still be D'ing.
I'll be D. Dumbass. Because I'll be D working. Getting the D.
But we would like to hear from you guys. Drop your winners down in the comment section. Let us know. We'd also like to know, and I want to get to touch base on, is the halftime show, bro.
Who gives a fuck?
What? It's going to be lit.
Look at me in my eyes right now and tell me you give a shit about a halftime. Ever.
I mean, I have whenever the game wasn't good, you know, when like Tom Brady's, and then I'm like, all right, who's going to be the halftime show? Because we know Tom Brady's going to win. You see, you're smiling because you know I'm right.
Who is the halftime show this year?
Halftime show is Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg.
That sounds like a geriatric orgy.
No, it sounds lit. I think it's gonna be lit, and I think you have to watch it and you'll be surprised.
I'll be watching when I can. I'll have it on. I mean, I won't have it on above my monitor, that's for sure.
Yes, no. We will never have it on the monitor
while we're working. That's a terrible idea.
We only poop on time.
Yeah.
We only poop on company.
That's not all we do on time, J.O.
No, we also do a lot of other things on time.
So, Eminem, old. Kendrick Lamar, trash.
What?
Mary J. Blige.
How are you going to say Kendrick Lamar's trash?
He's not trash. He's not trash. He's not trash, but washed up, maybe. I've never been a huge fan of Kendrick, personally.
My thing with Kendrick, he hasn't dropped anything lately. At least that I haven't seen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen anything that he's dropped or an album or anything.
Yeah, I don't follow that scene of music enough,
right,
to know if anything's coming or has dropped. But okay. I mean, he's got good music. I'm just not a huge fan of him.
Right. Okay.
Eminem, I've never been a huge fan of. Dr. Dre, I mean, that was well before my time, so I didn't.
Same.
Snoop Dogg, okay.
Lit. Mary J. Blige, yeah, I'm not worried about that one.
I mean, she's got a great voice. I think if you the Kendrick thing's kind of weird, the Eminem thing's kind of weird, but the other three I could see
all together. Yeah, just by But I mean, it
might be good. Who knows? Maybe there'll be another Eminem nip slip this year, or Mary J. Blige nip slip.
I would love an Eminem nip slip. Wait. What? Man.
No, but I mean, I'll watch it maybe, depending on what time's the game start. 7?
I would assume 7:30 normal. I mean, it'll last 5 hours because of all the things in between the Super Bowl. You know, the commercials, which I always look forward to. Super Bowl commercials are probably top tier.
They're pretty good.
There's been years they haven't been good, but definitely something to look forward to if you aren't looking forward to the game. I know people watch for the commercials.
Yeah. Some boomers only watch for the commercials.
Oh yeah, especially if there's no dog in the fight.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Just watching for the halftime show,
which a lot of teams are pretty good at.
Yep.
Not having a dog in the fight.
No, and that's definitely the Jags.
Shout me out.
Have a dog in the fight, and we're just here to destroy playoff tracks.
We couldn't beat the Jags.
No, and neither could the Bills. They could have got home field advantage.
Tough.
To suck. But I guess we'll move on to some brighter and more gracious news. Sherm, can you please be the honor?
So, as you guys may have seen last episode, that I was here.
If not, check it out.
Somebody in the room is Dad. Spoiler alert.
It's that guy.
It is I. And then yesterday was the 5th, and me and my wife, we had shouts out to my mom, by the way. For setting up the for doing a lot of the venue lockdown for the gender reveal yesterday.
It was a very nice venue, just kind of cold and breezy.
It was very cold and windy. Well, breezy's not a good word. I'll try to pop the video in here, but we found out yesterday that we're all going to prison.
That's right. So, ladies and gentlemen, lock your kids in his room. Kids, I mean boys.
If you're having a boy, keep your boy in its room because we're having a daughter.
So look out. She's going to have a lot of heavy and hefty uncles.
Ready to go to prison.
I've
already been practicing my prison.
For your prison? You've been doing the walks around the house.
I've been doing lingo and stuff. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm going back. So.
Sharpening the sporks.
Yeah. So yeah, we're having a girl. And
Congrats, everybody.
Thank you.
Can't wait. Shouts out. Oh my God, I can't wait. It's another girl in the group.
I know. We have so many.
Yeah.
And then
we've been jinxed.
We got jinxed.
Thanks.
Because we had to be humbled because we were shitty people as teenagers. So then we all have to have girls to humble ourselves.
So here's to all girls in the group. We're gonna have to learn that how we treated other girls.
Oh no!
We're getting the other table. How the tables have turned.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Oh God.
So yeah,
that's exciting. That's exciting news.
It is.
So now that's a step forward into being more prepared. So now it's gonna be a pink room.
No shot.
No shot. No pink room.
No pink room.
No. Are we getting there to any kind of like Marvel or Star Wars or?
I think we're gonna start.
Like I guess the question I'm asking is, we're gonna have almost like a theme in the room, or like a theme that kind of like.
Probably not in the room, like in the nursery. Maybe as they get obviously I'm gonna try to guide her into liking
Dark
the right
side.
things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Start out with instead. I'm gonna try to be that dad that your kid watches
puts the headphone on
Saturday morning Pokemon instead of Doc Mix. You know what I mean? Once they get to that age to where it's you could either be watching whatever the new show on Nickelodeon is, or
you could be watching Attack on Titan.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever
what we were watching.
Right in the heater.
Watching Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and even outside of that older cartoons like Cat Dog or Rocko's Modern Life. You just try to get them into the older stuff first.
I think we just jump straight into Jujutsu Kaisen.
Imagine. The cool thing about infants though is they have to watch whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You throw on Jujutsu Kaisen or some Demon Slayer.
And I feel the more that we do that as an infant, then when they're in their toddler, you throw on a Star Wars movie instead of the cartoons to keep them quiet or whatever. So.
Yeah, and it's easy peasy, and they're entertained.
Absolutely.
And then you both have something to bond over too. Now you're both entertained. Now you're both on the couch about to knock out because you've been watching the movie for so long.
Yeah.
Dead. Snooze out.
Dead or dinner.
Mama walks in, both kids are asleep.
It's 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yep.
We've been on a bender.
Mm-hmm. And that's how
a Star Wars bender.
A Star Wars bender. Just taking her through the hope. Showing her Tatooine.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier now. It kind of solidifies everything as being real. You know what I mean?
Right.
Before, obviously it's real, but before you know a gender, you're just kind of you don't have anything to call it, and I don't know. It's just especially now because the ultrasound that we just got is that's a fucking baby in there.
Baby. There's some legs, there's some arms, nose.
That thing's in there throwing bows and stuff.
Oh my! Already training.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ready to get that black belt over Chadley. Because
the first fight coming out is against Chad, 100%.
And she wins 100%. I'm calling it now.
Calling it now. But yeah, so we're going to figure that out. Get the nursery set up. We've got some of the furniture and stuff now, crib and pack and play and stuff like that. So everything will just be in there now. We cleared out that room yesterday, and yeah, so we're good to go.
That's exciting news. So did you and Paige put a little wager on what it would be?
Not I
not
thought
really bet, but just kind of had conversations.
Yeah, we both had in our intuitions that I thought it was gonna be a boy, to be honest with you. But that was me being I don't want to say conspiracy theorist, but I was, because all of her all of the typical old wives' tales were pointing to a girl.
Oh really?
Right. So then here's me all this stuff says it's a girl. It's gonna be a boy.
It's gonna be a boy, 100%.
So
totally opposite.
I don't trust the government.
Yeah, that's 100%.
And I didn't. It was so weird because everybody's always what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And I don't know. I don't either way.
It's yours.
I couldn't there was nothing bad about either one.
Right.
I just thought it was gonna be a boy.
Yeah, I hate when people try to take into detail. When they're well, what would you want first? I'm like, boy. Well, what's wrong? What if you have a girl? I'm like, well, then I have a girl.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is. You asked what I want.
Yeah, you asked what I wanted.
Right.
I would like to have a boy first.
Yeah.
But me having a girl, it's not gonna change
anything.
No, I'm gonna still love her.
Yeah.
The way I would love her. I mean, or if it was him, it'd be I'd love him. So, but I'm with you on that. Yeah.
It's hard. It was so hard to even answer. What do you want? I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was I kind of want a boy. And I was like, oh, I kind of want a girl. And then
see it
yesterday, like, I genuinely had, like, when I swung that golf club, I was just like, I have no fucking clue what this is going to be. I have no idea what this is about to be.
Yeah, that's probably even the best feeling. It's like like your emotions go empty, and then bam, you find out.
Yeah.
There it is.
Zinga.
Everything, like you said, everything's kind of submitted and it's concrete now. So it's like, okay, cool. It's my baby
like
girl.
That's it. Like literally, that's the last like thing that we have to learn now.
Because
we just have to
everything gets an answer now.
Yeah,
you got your list of names now. It's not like, well, if it's boy, we got these names. If it's girl, now it's like, all right, so it's girl.
Boom.
Go through these names.
Get the nursery ready. Boom.
Exactly.
Like getting clothes and stuff. Like baby shower. Boom. Boom. We know it's a girl. Boom. It just makes everything so much easier.
Like get jail cells ready.
Go ahead and get tattooed.
I want CA, please.
Go ahead and get our face tattooed for when we go to prison. We just have to all go together, which is kind of the hard part because it's like I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So like I'll go in there and lay the legwork down. So then when you guys,
my boys are coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'll give it about 2 months, and then one of y'all show up, and then another month, another one shows up, and then before about a year in, we're all chilling.
We're all chilling, bro. We run this joint now.
And then we'll all get out kind of like consecutively too. And then by then she's like 16, 17, 18. So then like we don't have to worry about it anymore.
We still probably go to jail.
Yeah. But I think it'll just be like less of us at that point.
I know some of the boys that my sister brings home make me want to hit them and go to jail.
Yeah, exactly. So that God forbid.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm just not even going down that road. I'm not even going down that road.
We'll hit that when
she turns 30.
Oh,
she can start dating
that's
then.
That's smart, yeah.
30.
So my parents said too about my sister.
No, I'm not even going to be that dude because it's like I know what's going to happen. My thing is that I will like need to screen everybody that she goes with.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, because there's people like that I even went to high school with that like really weren't scumbags. And it's like, okay, like you're like my sister's boyfriend, like when she was in like her husband now, exactly. You know what I mean? Like they were dating in middle school and like he wasn't some little scumbag kid. So it's like they're out there.
Yeah.
But like I need to screen and find that out.
Drug test, background check, check where they've been, check where they're going.
Exactly.
Ask about their future.
What are your aspirations?
Yeah, what do you want with my daughter? What do you want with this family?
Say some dumb shit and you're going to end up 6
out.
feet under.
6 feet under in my backyard. They're going to be asking where you are. I don't know. I've never seen you before.
Who are you again?
Don't look at my ring cam, okay? There's no proof or anything that he was here.
So yeah.
It's all been deleted.
We're super excited, and we have a lot of things to look forward to now. And next up's the baby shower, so that'll be fun. That'll be a little bit more like, I don't want to say party, but like it's longer and it's more like involved than the gender reveal was.
Yeah.
Like it'll be like pretty much an all day thing. And it'll probably be here.
We'll be showering and babies.
Yeah, and then we can like do some real baby shit. Like that's when we'll do like maybe like a bottle drinking game or something. You know, like some fun shit.
Get some wildness in the party.
Drink first person chug a beer, have a baby bottle. Like
oh my god.
Yeah.
So that'll be nuts.
It'll be fun.
So a lot of excitement.
We have a lot of fun things coming up, and including the birth, and we're excited. Shit, it's damn near. I mean, it's the beginning part of February is done. Yeah. We have March, April, May, June. We really only have like 4.5 months left.
I'm telling you, it's about to be a June baby.
No, July. It's her due date's July. I'm aiming for July 4th. That would be lit. Could you imagine? Because it's like as a kid, you're already off for the 4th, so your birthday's already always off. Yeah, it was summer, so it's like you're already off school. But like even going into like your adulthood, like if you get into a company like that celebrates holidays, you're off no every year. Like, that's 5 heads.
Yeah, that'd be sick, bro.
That's 5 heads.
That would shock me. That would definitely shock me.
What else shocks you?
What else?
So let me preface this with saying that, like, when you told me this, I was like, he got tased.
Oh, no.
Well, then I'm thinking, like, wait a minute. It was probably work related.
Yeah.
Because the first thing that went through my head was that you were, like, you got taser. What am I getting tasered for? Running. I don't know. Like, you ran from the police. I don't know.
And I guess I successfully managed to get away.
Yeah, exactly.
God, I got tased. Okay, come find me and take me away.
Yeah, and then I'm thinking like, she's right by my house. Like, I'm gonna go there and get him. It's like I'm about to harbor a fugitive. Hero. I can't go to jail yet. So what happened? You were trying to be a Spider-Man villain.
Yes.
Wanted to be Electro.
And I thought that's how it would work, but apparently I was wrong.
You were trying to like get superpowers or like time travel or something. Like
I wish it worked that way.
It didn't. Though. It
no,
just hurt.
Absolutely. It definitely hurt and startled me for like a good 5. Now, granted, for everybody at home, it was a safe shock. Apparently, 120 volts is like a common household shock. So I was straight. But boy, did it startle the hell out of me. So like we were up in where we were trying to find where this certain wire was going, and it was coming out of this VAV unit, and it was coming from the other side. Well, it had heating strips in it, and it did not have heating strips. So there had a switch that for some reason would run 120 volts through the switch if it was on, which does I don't know.
There's a reason you guys were there working on it.
So. I went to go find where this wire was going, and I couldn't see because it was going through the other side of the box, and where I was on my ladder looking through the ceiling, it was like on the other side of like where it was going through. So I was gonna feel around to try and find it, and I felt 120 volts go through my damn body so fast.
So you reached up and touched it.
I reached up blindly and just accidentally touched the wrong one. And that took 120 volts to the body. And man, when I say that it was like the cartoons or like the movies, I didn't understand. But I froze for a second because I was just stuck. I was just like, I felt it and I was like, eee! And I just stood there for a second and then I like let go and I was like, oh my God. And I just jumped off my ladder. I was like, mm-hmm. And like I was shaking my arms and I like went to my cousin who I work with. I was like, what do I do? And he was like, you're good. And he was laughing his ass off because it was just so funny because it happens, I guess. But man, bro,
that is funny.
Taking 120 volts is crazy. And he was telling me stories about how he took 480. So yeah, I was like, man, if that was more than that, I don't know what would happen to my small little body.
I don't know. I've played with a lot of electricity with like electronic restraining devices and stuff like that you use on like people that are like tasers and immobilizers and bandits and stuff like that, like you strap to people, and it all feels pretty much the same. Yeah, no matter the voltage, it just like sucks.
Yeah, it definitely sucks
because it just I think like if as long as it's enough electricity to lock you up like that, it's not gonna feel any different. Yeah, it's just gonna suck
a lot, either a lot more or a decent amount.
Yeah, I think it's more worried about the boom factor.
And what was crazy to me too is my anxiety having, but was I was going to the gym afterwards and I took pre-workout and I was like,
I don't even need this.
My heart rate.
Yeah, that's kind of ballsy.
I just sparked the voltage back up and down.
Yeah, you hit yourself with a damn AED and then took some pre-workout.
Yeah, it was wild. So like the whole time
you were up for like workout, 6 days.
I was working out and I'm like, I wonder if because I'm like feeling my heart rate and I'm like, I wonder if this is the point in my life where
my heart explodes.
I'm done. This is game over.
This is it, boys. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I would rather have gotten tasered. But no.
The issue with it is that how long were you stuck on that wire?
A good like 5 seconds.
Okay. So I mean, minus the hooks, I guess maybe. Oh, taser's a lot more amperage.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it lasts a long 5 seconds.
And that like a taser hitting you would have like your whole body would have fell off that ladder. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I would rather have taken that voltage.
I think it's just like the higher like I might not be right, but I'm pretty sure that like the different and higher voltages of things is more about like muscle immobilization. Yeah. Like the higher it is, the more it's going to immobilize you and give you like an aftershock factor instead of just like a okay, I'm good and keep moving. You want like a and done. Yeah. Like you want like their whole body to just like lock up and then feel like they just ran a like that's how it feels. It's like you got hit and then you ran a marathon and then like you're done. Yeah, your body's like, ow.
I don't want to move.
Ow. Yeah.
See, that's the opposite. I would have rather have happened with me getting shocked. See, I wish I would have got superpowers like Electro.
That would have been sweet.
Starred and
should have fell in a vat of stingray or what was it, eels?
Was it eels?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Electric eels.
Okay, that sounds about right.
I was like, what is with people and falling in vats of shit? Like that's how you get superpowers? Like I'm not doing that. And who the fuck has a vat of electric eels?
Just sitting around.
Yeah, like, oops, oh no.
My eels.
There should have been a lot. OSHA would have had a fucking field day.
Oh my god, yeah. Where is the coverage? Where is the lid? Where is his safety harness?
Come with
That's
me.
That's crazy. And I mean,
and you'll be.
But Electra, I mean,
in a world of OSHA violations.
Boy, been plenty of those. Now, Electro definitely violated a lot of that by also.
Listen, it is Sunday, February 6th.
It is Sunday, February 6th.
If you haven't seen Spider-Man yet, I'm gonna give you one chance to click off right now.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, and there's
you're done. Welcome to No Way Home spoiler segment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So
we haven't
No Way Home, sir.
Yeah. No Way Home. There's no way home for Aunt May. That or dinner.
Jesus. Okay. So that's really where we're starting out with that scene. Yes, that scene was kind of hurtful. For the longest time, that whole scene, I thought she was going to survive.
You thought.
I was hoping.
You played.
And I was like, she just got ran. There's no way she's staying alive from that. She's walking and limping. And then she just drops. And I was like, oh.
Oofy.
There it is.
She big gone.
Big gone. There's a lot of heart-touching moments in that scene.
In that scene?
Well, not scene, but the whole movie.
Yeah, the whole movie. I think that they did a really good job with that movie.
Beautiful movie.
The whole bringing in the Incredible Spider-Man or I'm sorry, the Amazing Spider-Man and Toby, and I think that was really cool. I'd like to see some more Spider-Mans out of the Amazing Spider-Man.
Out of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm. And incorporate... I don't know how you would do it, honestly. Like, I haven't sat down and thought about it. How you could incorporate, like, even just Tom Holland Spider-Man into it. But I that'd be nice. That'd be cool.
I just sent something to the chat. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it was a picture. I don't know if I'll pull it up and read it off.
Yeah.
But it was saying that according to insider Danielle Richmond, Sony Pictures is developing a film where the three Spider-Men will face Noel, I hope I'm saying that right, the god of symbiotes. If this is confirmed, we would see Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, and Andrew Garfield battle an army of symbiotes, which would include Venom and Carnage.
Mm-hmm.
That would be another blockbuster, record-breaking movie.
You got to be careful, though. And I say that because you could make another movie like that, and it would be great. 100%. Everybody's going to eat into it. Maybe something with a little bit more action than No Way Home, involving all of the Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. But you got to be careful with that, because you drop a trilogy of that and it loses its wanderlust, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, now it's not, holy shit, there's three Spider, like, it's like, oh great, another three Spider-Man movie. Yeah, and then it just kind of becomes like are you reintroducing them into the MCU, or like, are they done? Like, or what? Well, are you gonna kill them off after three movies?
At least we know from Disney. With shouts out. I mean, I love Disney Plus personally. I know there's a lot of people still complaining about it, because I know whenever they dropped like Black Widow and it was only on Disney Plus, it was like $30, where you can go to the movie and spend like, well, I mean, you would end up spending more, honestly, if you think about it. So I don't know why you're complaining, honestly, but I know I read. I don't know if you on Facebook. There's a page, annual pass holders page for Disney. And there's a lot of people on there complaining about dropping $30 for a movie, which you would drop like $60 for.
So you had to have Disney Plus, and then you still had to drop $30 for a movie?
Which, I mean, it's one movie. It's not like you're paying for like all the other movies that are on there already. You know?
And that was kind of in a time where it was like for a lot of people, that was like the only way that they could have seen
exactly, because that was when movie theaters were also closed. Yeah, so. And that was, I don't want to get too involved with the lawsuit thing, but that was another thing that I didn't understand with the whole lawsuit, because I understood her point of wanting the sales from the box office and from, I think she was getting like weeded out of not getting the sales from the Disney Plus. So she was kind of getting screwed out of money, which I understood. It wasn't, but like then it was like, they should have cut her the deal of getting from the Disney Plus. Nobody was going to the movies.
Yeah.
At least for a lot of states, and I'm sure that would have. But me personally, I wasn't a big fan of the Black Widow movie either.
Yeah,
so it didn't matter. But
kind of a catch.
But yeah, I mean, having Disney Plus and having all those movies is great. Damn, what was I getting at? Anyways,
Spider-Man, Disney Plus
is great. I don't know what I was getting at because I don't even think Spider-Man aren't even on Disney Plus, are they?
Because it's still owned by Sony.
Still owned by Sony. So, I mean, I get the whole trilogy thing. It's just right. I mean, Thor's getting a 4th movie.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's gonna ruin that?
No, but that's. I'm not saying that the extension of a Spider. If you keep with Spider-Man movies, that's fine. But
they just got to do it right.
Yeah, exactly. And it's easily going to be like a fine line with all these people wanting more movies with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, because you're going to lose that like wow factor. Like when Ned was spinning those portals.
Oh,
that was such like a like feeling.
Yeah.
Like it was like holy shit, like that's
someone's doing something.
Toby and Andrew, and it was just like boom, like that happened. But like I think that you could do one more, even maybe 2 if you kill somebody.
With Ned. I think
that's a whole different
here soon.
He has to. He's got to be the Hobgoblin.
Because that's the thing that another reason with him doing the circle things was kind of like
he's got to be a Hobgoblin.
He's got some kind of something up his sleeve for some reason.
And now he doesn't.
Now he doesn't be able to just do that like that, right? Because Doctor Strange went through all that training just to open portals, and he just.
Well, they said in the beginning of that movie that they felt like he was, like he had like something about him.
That.
And I think that with the whole like forgetting who Peter is. Here's my take on it: is he's gonna be like the next movie, maybe, or whatever movie they decide to bring it in, which should be the next one in that line. Mm-hmm. Like while Peter's going back to being a neighborhood Spider-Man, mm-hmm. I think that the best is like Ned sees him, doesn't agree with him like everybody else,
right,
and ends up like playing that Hobgoblin role.
God, that would be nuts. I would love to see a Hobgoblin. Because for a short time, I thought it was Harry. I thought Harry was the Hobgoblin, like.
Well, he was in that timeline.
So in that universe, he's the Hobgoblin, but in Tom Holland's, it'll be Ned.
It's how the comic books played out. Where Ned was, he ended up being the Hobgoblin. Mm-hmm. And then in No Way Home, you see that his grandma or his mom or whatever she was, I think it was grandma. Yeah, it was his grandma. Had that sewing machine. And when Andrew Garfield and Toby showed up mm-hmm. in their apartment, and she had like this Hobgoblin-looking uniform costume on the sewing machine. Yeah, it was the same color scheme. Same color scheme as the Hobgoblin out of the comic book. So it's like, are they hinting at the fact that Ned's going to be the Hobgoblin?
Well, and then there was a bunch of hints whenever the cloud broke. Mm-hmm. There was like you could see the figure of Rhino.
Yeah.
You could see everybody's figure about to break through. So I feel like that was a big hint of like more Spider-Man movies and villains to come.
I kind of saw that as like just kind of like a Easter egg type thing, because like they said, like Doctor Strange said, everybody that knows who Peter Parker is going to be in this universe.
Right.
And so obviously Rhino knows who Peter Parker. He knows a Peter Parker. Mm-hmm.
Which would be Andrews, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that was just kind of like an Easter egg. I mean, do I think that they make a Rhino appearance in a movie? Absolutely. I think they will. So, I don't know. I think
wasn't there an X-Men movie with some dude who was busting through walls?
Not Rhino.
Pretty sure there was. I'm pretty sure there was, bro. I can't remember which X-Men movie it was, but I remember seeing some dude bust through walls with all the special kids like that were locked in there, and they were all fighting. But I mean, that's another thing too. Is like with Doctor Strange coming out, I heard what's his name? Not Magneto. It's Professor
X.
Is it Professor X?
You're talking about the multiverse?
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna play out.
Yeah, that's a 3-hour long movie, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if anybody's seen that yet. I don't know if you heard, but that's a 3-hour long movie according to whatever it is I'm seeing.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, so I can't wait. I heard a lot. I heard Tobey Maguire's supposed to make a cameo in there. Tom Cruise, John Krasinski.
That's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. That one's supposed to come out soon, right?
I think so. I don't have a date, but I think it is.
Yeah, I can't remember the date either. But I know that's supposed to be coming out soon, which is gonna be intense. But back to the Spider-Man movie. What was probably your favorite scene? In No Way Home.
That's a tough one.
Because I know I had.
Honestly, for me, I think
bunch.
it was Tobey Maguire not killing Green Goblin.
Yeah, that was an intense moment.
That was like the most like wham bam, like this is like finally he got his redemption. And like Aunt May said, like Spider-Man doesn't kill people, and then he
Tobey Maguire comes in and saves the day, kind of, not really.
Because there's like that scene in the first one where she says like something about like Spider-Man. He doesn't. The good thing about Spider-Man is he doesn't kill people,
right?
And so like that. Like finally, like clicked for Tobey Maguire, and he got his redemption for.
And that's another thing I appreciate about this movie is like they brought a lot of small details into play, and you wouldn't have even noticed.
Right.
And I love it. And what everything they do with it. My one of my favorite parts with those details as well is when Mary Jane was falling.
Yeah.
And Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Saved her. As Tom Holland was trying to go down to save her, he gets knocked out of the way, and then Andrew sees it, goes down, catches her. Man.
And gets his Gwen redemption.
Man.
That was good, too.
Such a tearjerker, man. That was... Oh.
I think that's going to play in with that multiverse movie. If they do that, I think that there's going to be some way that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man meets Spider-Gwen.
Right.
In her universe,
because
they already talked about like a Miles Morales when Electro said like there's got to be a black Spider-Man in one of these universes.
That was my god, another little detail, man.
So I think that they cast a Miles Morales, and then like some way in the multiverse of madness, like Andrew Garfield meets Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, because I think I heard the same thing too, and then like because in Gwen's universe, Andrew dies, and then obviously in Andrew's universe she dies, and then they meet up together, and that would be another tearjerker.
They really set this shit up for success.
Yes, this is gonna run for a long time in my belief. And what even another small detail is I seen it afterwards, obviously because TikTok did its thing and did all the. We had all the investigators and stuff break down the little details.
Fucking MC investigators.
Fucking Tom Holland at the end of the movie goes back to the same coffee shop that MJ and Ned are at. They both get their acceptance letters to the school they were trying to get into.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland's there. Again, this is after they forget he's Peter Parker, who Peter Parker is, like anything. Someone caught that at the end of the movie, even though she forgot who he was, she's still wearing the necklace that he gave her.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was the most like smallest but sweetest. So this is like it's almost like that in Dumber and Dumber whenever she's like, there's like 99.9% chance you're gonna give me. There's still a chance. Yeah. So there's still a chance in my eyes that she's gonna remember, or something's gonna happen where she figures out and remembers. Like, yo.
See, that's different than anything we've seen so far too, because that wasn't a break in a universe. That's still the same exact timeline.
Yep.
But like the whole timeline got altered.
Yep, just because they're supposed to forget who Peter Parker is.
But it's like that didn't like. I don't know. There's got to be a way. There's going to be. I think like maybe 100%. 1 or 2 movies they're gonna play that neighborhood Spider-Man. Absolutely. He's gonna be nobody like no Avengers, nothing like that. It's just gonna be your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and he just goes out and there'll be new villains, potentially maybe some old ones like that or come back or like finally are exposed again. Yeah.
Too.
So I think that. And yeah, that movie Multiverse comes out before a new Spider-Man will. So like,
yeah, I just looked up the date, May 6th.
You can't really speculate anything until after that movie comes out because they haven't even announced another Spider-Man yet. You know what I mean? So like, it's hard to say anything about like what's going to happen because there could be so many movies that like preface this before they even announce a Spider-Man.
Yeah, because I mean, even the end scene, the symbiote.
Yeah.
Was left in Tom Holland's world.
Yeah, so that's obviously going to play some factors into it, and you find out like, is it going to be Eddie Brock? Are they going to like, is the symbiote going to infect somebody else, or like, is it the same? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
and then you got the whole Carnage series too, where
because the issue with that was that like, the symbiotes are like the hive mind or whatever. So, even though they exist in that like universe, it, like they don't. And so, like, they would be the only things that weren't affected by the brain wipe, so they still know who Peter Parker is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, like...
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So, like, they would literally, like...
So he's going to know, God, like you were saying, if Tom Holland goes into this friendly neighborhood, that means he could... So either
if they hear the name and put it together, like, and see that he's Spider-Man, they're the only ones that weren't going to be affected by that mind wipe.
Do you think... Well, in my eyes, I'm seeing it as like they know who Spider-Man is. So whenever they see the red suit and swinging around Spider, all that stuff, I think that's regardless of the name. I think they're just gonna see that and just whoever it infects, it's just gonna.
Because it was like Venom got brought to that universe because he knows who Peter Parker is.
Right.
But Venom is not the only symbiote, but they all share that same mind. So
because Carnage getting brought into Tom Holland's, Venom from Carnage, Venom from Venom. Why am I saying it from Carnage? But he knows it from Tobey's Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3. And I'm just saying this just for viewers who do not know. But the symbiote makes an appearance in Spider-Man 3, and so that's where the connection of Carnage being brought into in the end scene of, Venom being brought into Tom Holland's world in the end scene of Venom, Let There Be Carnage. That's where the connection of the symbiote knowing who Spider-Man is. Just for the people who don't know, that was long, and I'm sorry that took forever to explain. But yeah, so yeah, you're absolutely. I'm excited to see where that whole Spider-Man saga is gonna go, and then I mean now, what I was getting to with Disney Plus. Thankfully, they announced what movies we have coming up, so we know kind of an idea of where everything's headed as of now.
Yeah. But
seeing the ends of Spider-Man and it's to the moon.
Yeah, 100%.
It's gonna fly, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing. It's going to be a beautiful thing to see.
Speaking of which, Sony buying Bungie. Did you see what their game plan was with it?
I did not.
They are making, I guess like the speculation is that they purchased Bungie, or they did their partnership with Bungie in efforts to make a Destiny movie series.
No way.
Yeah.
That'll be intense, actually. That's almost just as big as making the Halo series.
Like that shit could be to the moon.
Yeah.
That could be wild because, I mean, Sony is such a good movie production company. Spider-Man. Beautiful. So you literally combine, like, their, like, technology with Destiny and, like, you cast it right. You've already got, like, voice actors for, like, I mean, some of those quirkier characters, like Cade Six and stuff like that. I think that if they do it right, that could be, like, a fucking trilogy too.
Yeah, that means I'm gonna have to start playing Destiny again then.
I've already fired it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting ready for the new expansion to come out.
Oh, I didn't know there was a new expansion coming out.
Yeah, I'm trying to gear up and get ready for that.
So you're getting ready for that. I'm getting ready for the new season of Apex. But we'll dive into that some other time whenever the new season comes out because I know I'm gonna be excited about it.
I'm excited for it. I like Apex. I have 100% casted out Call of Duty.
Yeah, Warzone's been trashed.
Gone. I'm done. I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it anymore.
That's a big word.
That's
a big statement.
Let me rephrase that. I'm not playing it until Infinity War comes out with a better version of it.
That's fair.
I'm not playing Caldera anymore, and I'm not playing Rebirth right now either.
Yep, I'm with you on that. I haven't even played.
The only battle royale that I'll play right now is Apex.
Yep, and that's the one I'm sticking to.
Because I'm kind of over the battle royale thing anyway.
Shouts out to a legend, by the way. I just have to because I can't wait to get a chance to play with him. But there's Kevo Huncho. I hope I said that right as the gamer tag. I know you've seen him play.
Oh, yeah.
And I want you to know, if you watch this, Kevo, I'm a Loba main, and I'm getting better and better each day with her, so just know you're going to be getting some good loot when I'm around.
Black market.
But I definitely can't. He commented on my Facebook status. I asked if anybody played because I want to get more serious with Apex. It's been my niche lately.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to not scope out like I'm some kind of great player, but like see who plays and try to get like a decent feel of like playing seriously.
Yeah.
And Kevo is on that level. I know I watched him reach Predator. He's goated on the sticks. His profile, he sent me a screenshot of it. It's actually on my status. But he has like 36,000 kills with Wraith. 36,000, and I don't even have anywhere near 1,000 on any of my legends. But I definitely want to work to get there, and especially with this new season and the new legend coming out.
Are they changing the map up?
I think there's gonna be a small change.
That's the one thing I do love about Apex is the map rotation.
Absolutely, and they're also intensing that with like ranked now.
Mm-hmm.
Ranked, they're mixing out with like now it's only 2 maps that rotate, but they're the ranked maps, and then you have like 4 different pub maps that just rotate every hour.
That's how the ranked arenas was when I was doing that.
Yeah, so it's so sick. And
they would like keep it like every an hour or whatever. Like it was this map on arenas, like that's all you played, and then after the hour it's set to a different map, and there were only so many maps that it would rotate through for ranked arenas.
Yeah, so
and that was fun. I'm getting back. I'm gonna keep playing Apex.
Yeah, we need you back.
I've been playing not nearly as much, but I've been playing. I got stuck on Pokemon Arceus. And
can't blame you for that.
And Overwatch, I've been trying to climb in Overwatch again now. So,
hey, that's what's up though.
But yeah, I'm definitely playing still, and I'm gonna get in with you boys whenever I can.
That'd be sick. Put some love in the air. Put some love in the air. And speaking of love in the air. I mean, not this air. There's too much love in the air that you can't even see it, ladies and gentlemen.
So much
But
love.
February 14th is coming up, and you know what holiday that is?
Groundhog's Day.
Leif
Erikson Day.
He died.
Happy Leif Erikson Day.
Groundhog died.
Foxatony Phil?
Yeah, he died.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's died before.
Either died before. Well, he died before. He died before or after they pulled him out.
Oh, like at the
ceremony.
Hey, yo.
So
hey, you didn't see a shadow again.
That's what I said. I was like, you didn't see a shadow, so we're good, right?
Buddy's in there. Buddy didn't see anything.
Oh my God, R.I.P. But I just remembered that he died before. Oh God, that's
so terrible. I didn't realize it was like at the ceremony.
Yeah, it was at the ceremony. It was so sad.
Better ditto. That's
but
funny.
No, just as close to that holiday, it's Valentine's Day. Any plans? Or are they surprised?
Well, it's not really a surprise. I mean, like Paige's birthday falls 2 days before that every year.
Oh,
so it's always. I mean, it's kind of like a.
So you kind of mix it in like me.
Yeah.
Because me and Betsy's
anniversary is right by your birthday.
The 15th.
Yeah. So we kind of.
One or the other.
We've always just kind of like made it just like. We do something for both, I guess, essentially.
Yeah.
I think this year we're gonna kind of like low key it a little bit. Like I work on Valentine's Day. No. What day of the week is it?
Valentine's Day is. Okay.
Fail.
I don't know why I did that. That's on a Monday.
So yeah, I work. Her birthday's Saturday, and then I work on Monday. But that next weekend I'm off. And I think we're going to go stay somewhere for her birthday.
You should go to Disney.
No shot.
On the 18th, 19th, and 20th?
Yeah.
That weekend?
No.
That's when we're going.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Meet us up at Epcot, bro. What's up? We'll drink around the world.
Epcot gang.
Gang. Oh, well, one of you will drink around the world with us. 3 of us
will drink around the world.
Sorry,
but I think we're going to, like, kind of low-key it. Like, I wanted to do, like, a bed and breakfast at, in, like, Fernandina Beach or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And just kind of like chill, you know what I mean? And maybe do some fishing or, whatever out there and just kind of like hang out there for the weekend. So I think we're going to do that. So that's kind of like both a birthday and a Valentine's Day feel.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I mean, we're like I said, like y'all, we kind of mix things together because our anniversary is there. So, we're not going to really do anything. We didn't have anything planned for Valentine's Day actual. We were gonna go to Disney, but we knew it's Valentine's weekend.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be stacked. Yeah. Along with my sister's in high school with the cheerleading team, so nationals is that weekend too.
Oh, next weekend?
Yeah, so it's nationals on top of Valentine's Day. It's gonna be a crazy time down in Orlando. So we figured we'd miss that and just go the weekend after when everything's settled down. And
our nationals in Orlando.
Yep. On Disney property.
I've been to Disney during that before, and yeah, it's wild.
Yeah,
like it's just like everywhere. Everybody's everywhere, and it's just like. I remember one time I went and stayed at it was when oh god, what is that hotel called? Art Animation.
Oh yeah.
That was when it just opened. It first opened, and we went and stayed there. And I remember like at no point could I like go anywhere and not see a bunch of high school cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Like it was just like loaded. You wake up. It's like okay, we're gonna get up and go rope drop, and literally there's a bus full of cheerleaders. It's just like oh my god.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna unalive here in a minute. Like,
it's the worst feeling. So yeah, we definitely wanted to miss that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like you'd probably be like safe at like Epcot.
Oh, absolutely, but
because like they pretty much like we went like that was when I had the annual pass or whatever, and like I don't know how it is now, but like you could park hop and stuff.
Yeah, we can park hop now.
So like we went to Magic Kingdom to start the day and realized that like. That's chopped. So then we went to Animal Kingdom and then went to Epcot, and it wasn't nearly as bad as like Magic Kingdom was. Magic Kingdom was stupid.
Epcot's like the adult vibe.
Yeah, I mean like there's not like rides and stuff.
Not
like
too
that,
many,
so.
Yeah. And then you got your drink around the world. So I think that's a lot of like sightseeing and shopping and
100%.
Doing a bunch of stuff, but
eating and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that just because it's been a minute since we've been to Disney, and a vacation would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And celebrating our 2 years. So that's fun, but that's Valentine's Day, and that also seems like we're getting close to time here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hour 20.
Ooh, and that's a solo episode. No guest, my guy.
It's hard not to like.
Impressive.
A lot of shit to talk. I still have shit to talk about. It's got to wait till next week.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait until next week when
Or next whatever.
When it's Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Big vibes.
Big vibes.
Unfortunately, I got to work that whole weekend.
It's okay. We'll still kiss you.
On the mouth?
Everywhere you want.
Yeah. All right, you guys. We definitely appreciate you checking this out. Make sure, like I said, if you go back and check out the last episode with Mike,
Please.
Big Dog Mike, Big Goat Mike.
Good information, good talk, good vibes.
Yeah, we're gonna get him back out. We have some other things planned. We're back on the grind. Fell off for a minute, just on my end from being out of town, but
it's okay.
Don't have any more out of town trips planned other than that other weekend.
Yeah.
But that's not really out of town, so we're gonna make it work. We've got some stuff coming up here that we'll be sharing on socials. So make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And definitely subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure your friends follow us. Make sure your mom follows us. Make sure your grandma follows us.
And also, I just want to throw this out there, since you're not throwing it out there at all. Homie, Sherm, is trying to join FaZe Clan. So, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the best portion right here to do this in because there's I guess it's an event, a recruiting event.
Okay.
It's happening right now, called Phase 1. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you follow me. That'll be in the description as it is every week. But that's where I'm doing most of my like social media-ing right now. I don't really use Facebook or Insta every little bit, but essentially what it is it's a mass recruitment for FaZe Clan. And you basically start out just signing up, and they ask a question, and the question is like, why do you want to join FaZe Clan? And if you win, what will you do with the winnings? Well, I want to join FaZe Clan.
So know that.
Okay. No, I want to join strictly because it's been a dream. I mean, like, dude, it's like being on FaZe is like every gamer's dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're a gamer and you know who FaZe Clan is, and it's just this like big community of people that are exceptionally good at different things. Not everybody on FaZe is like some like great gamer.
No, content creating.
Yeah, like you have the professional side, content creating. You have, I mean, there's like administrative stuff. There's just like designers, artists, and stuff that are FaZe. And it's just like a really really cool community to be a part of. And the competition right now essentially is like, if you win, you go into like you're in FaZe. They give out
FaZe up
$1 million in cryptocurrency.
No way.
Yeah, essentially, and you get a car.
That's a bunch of NFTs.
I think I think that what I would do with the money is I mean, off rip, you have like your generic answers like, I'm gonna pay off my house and da, da, da. But I think like what's more important is the betterment of this community that I'm like so passionate about, which is like gaming and content creating. I think that I would like use that to try to spread some of the what's the word I'm looking for, the I mean, spread the wealth, but like people have been so kind and helpful to me with promotions and getting promo codes from some of these companies. Shouts out Player One Coffee.
Player One Coffee. Maybe
yeah,
get them on here too.
Use code Sherm. So there's been so many people that have like reached out to help and played with me, and I just want to like maybe create like a organization that kind of just strictly kind of focuses on that, focuses on getting people the information that they need to start. You know what I mean? Because
right.
It is very, 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 very difficult to get started in if you don't know what you're doing off the bat.
Absolutely.
And Google can only take you so far before you're just kind of like, okay, now what do I do? I want to like be able to have a group of people, an organization that will reach out and do those promotional things. Maybe even like like not like a Kickstarter, but just like a help. You know what I mean? Like reach out and we'll do whatever you need, answer whatever questions and stuff like that. And I think that that's so important to keeping people interested in the scene. That aren't just that they could be like some kid that is absolutely disgustingly broken at a video game, or some dude that's like really funny and plays games and like nobody knows about and just needs that extra help to push out to get seen. You know what I mean?
And whatnot.
And so I think that that's where I would start at, would be to create an organization of people like that will literally reach out and help and be able to help people with equipment or whatever they need to get started to keep the gaming community alive. Not that I don't think it's going to die anytime soon, but it's hard to keep people, like, it's just such a different feel. Like there's only a few people out there that are truly passionate about it,
right?
Because there's people that just casually game, which is fine. You get on after work because you just want to hang out, which is cool. That's part of gaming, is that you can do whatever you want. But I want to keep that like those kids that like their parents tell them that it's a waste of time. I want to be like that, like, hey, look at this guy, and like it's not a waste of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's success in what you're doing.
Exactly. So
Understood.
I think that that's what I want to try to do. And if I do win phase one, or even just being in this, like even not winning at this point during the competition, I've met so many people and I'm getting like shouted out and like retweeted by the Los Angeles Gladiators, which is like
awesome,
a professional
dude.
esports team.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's been such a friendly community of people that are just competing in this. Like it doesn't even feel like a competition. It feels like everybody's just like helping each other out. You know what I mean? Like there's like follow trains and people are rating people on Twitch, and it's been crazy.
What's your Twitch? You gotta throw that in there.
It's Sherm. It's the same as my Twitter handle, ITS. It's ITSHURMM. I'll put it in the description this week.
Yeah.
And make sure you guys follow. I stream. I'm your girl's favorite late night streamer. I stream every weekday night. Sometimes a little earlier, but usually about 11:15, and we go till about 2-ish. If I'm off, I usually start a little bit earlier and end about 8 and end at about 11, 12. So if you guys are there, make sure you follow me on Twitch, turn on the notifications, and you'll know when I'm going live. and I do appreciate it, and appreciate FaZe Clan for doing this event, and phase up to my days up.
Phase up, brother. And that seems to be our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Please remember to share. Please remember to like, share, ring that bell so you know when we post, and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, that's another episode of Two Guys and a Beer. Thanks for coming.
Baby girl love my bop and unlike me too. No roof on my top and my babe see through. Hating on the pen, don't stop, shit ain't gon' feed you. I've been on